Hey you, what up? Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm Maryam. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new NATASHA DENONA Mini Love Story collection, specifically the palette, the Love Cheek Duo, and the I Need a Nude lipstick. So this is Natasha's annual Valentine's Day collection. You remember her Love Story palette from last year. This is an expanded version to that palette. So I'm really excited to test it out and give you my truth. Team Truth reviews style as always and per usual. I'll also be doing a look and of course giving you guys a verdict at the end. Remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. But even if you're not notified of my videos, just know that I post every Wednesday and every Sunday, so be sure to tune in. And now I'm ready to begin. NATASHA DENONA Mini Love Story. Do we love it or hate it? Let's find out. So I'm already wearing foundation on my face. I'm wearing not just the Revlon plus the Auric combo that I've been loving lately. I've also set that with this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin powder foundation that I also love. I have some bronzer on, but kind of just like minimal. It's not too much. My skin is on the good side right now, so I'm allowing it to shine through. The reason why I'm even mentioning that is because one of these products here is a cream to powder blush. I've already swatched it and I've already tested it out, but I just want to give you a spoiler alert. This is the type of blush that will wear beautifully over foundation and over your powder. That's right, this isn't a finicky type of blush that only works one way. So this first product, the blush and highlighter duo, is $45, I believe. $42, correction. The highlighter is kind of a chromatic type of highlighter, so it shifts from gold to pink. Let me actually give you some swatches. The blush is like a moussey type of texture that lays beautifully, and it's so pigmented, but watch how it shears out. Just so nice. All right, now let's go ahead for the chrome highlighter. That's what it looks like on my finger. Pretty blinding. And let's swatch that. Pretty impressive. Off the bat, that's the product that I'm most attracted to within this collection. It is also the priciest one, but I think it's the most unique one for Natasha, and I think it's the one that most of you will gravitate more towards. Next up, we have the Mini Love palette at $25. I did review Natasha's Love palette from last. Listen, why am I like stuttering today? What the heck? God. All right, I did review Natasha's original Love palette, the $65 one, last year. This is definitely just like a spin-off off the original palette, but just like a mini, cute, travel size version. I'm into it. All right, I admit I already swatched this one as well, and the swatches were really nice, and I'll swatch it again. We have this really unique shade here, just like a gorgeous duochrome or perhaps a triochrome that shifts from gold to pink. I even see a little green there, so it might be a triochrome, I'm not sure. Next up, we have a really beautiful muted lavender, or maybe like a dusty lilac. In any case, I love it. We also have a dark, deep purple, almost blackened shade. That didn't really swatch too well, but it picks up great. Let's do another dip there. Maybe it needed a double dip. We also have a really pretty highlighter shade. Ooh, kind of like the eyeshadow version of that highlighter. And the final shade is also kind of unique. Satin metallic, not fully metallic and not fully satin. Another rose to gold shift. Wow. Do you see, I'm not even pressing hard on my hand, and the swatch is just so beautiful. I really love this color compilation. I think it's absolutely stunning. And I can't wait to apply it all to my face. All right, so those are the swatches. I will do the lipstick swatch once we get to the lip part. But for now, it's time to apply these to the face. I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. Kind of want to go for a romantical look today for a quarantine-themed Valentine's Day celebration with my Lily. We want to get one of those heart-shaped pizzas and maybe some rosé. Maybe take some cute pics for the gram. Maybe not. Maybe watch a movie. Although I find myself lacking the attention span to watch a 2-hour movie. I just don't have it in me. Meanwhile, I can binge watch a series in one sitting. Why is that? Is it just me? All right, so for this look, come on hair. Come on hair. How cute are these earrings from QUAY Australia? They're 14 karat gold. Did you guys know they just came out with a 14 karat gold collection? Wow, I'm so into it. Anyway, back to this makeup. For today's look, I want to start off with an eyeliner first. I never ever do this, but today I want to do this because I want to kind of map out a shape like that. So like right above my fold, but not too up high, just like that. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Black Eye Powder Pencil, which is easily smudgeable. Also gonna line my top lash line, but just the outer portion. And I'm going to wing it out and basically lift it all the way to that first line that I created. Do you see what I'm doing? Like that. I'm gonna start with one eye at a time. I'm gonna take my little smudger brush from Wayne Goss, of course, number 07. Gonna smudge that liner, make it a little smokier, not as precise. Like that. I'm also gonna take whatever pencil is remaining on the brush and just add that to my lower lash line. Like that for now. It looks very messy at the moment, but that's fine. This is just an outline. This is just like a map of what will happen later. So the same thing on the other eye, like that. You guys need this pencil in your life. It's so good. It's so pigmented, but it's so easily smudgeable. And just like the slightest touch adds pigment to your skin, which means no pulling, no tugging. Why don't I use this pencil more often? It's like the best. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna link it below for you guys. Like that. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up that purple eyeshadow and I'm basically going to seal this dark line that I created with the purple shadow. I'm going to continue smudging and just continuing to sort of perfect that shape, basically sealing the liner in, making it more opaque, making it more smoky. And then I'm also gonna start adding a bit of that purple to this crease liner. Mine, as you can see, is well above my crease, like a whole centimeter above my crease. But that's because my eyes are hooded and this really helps me fake a wider lid. There's a very unruly 2 little hairs here that must be plucked. Actually 3, actually 4, much better. All right, this is already looking way dramatic. I'll tone it down, but before I do, just wanna add a bit of that purple to the lower lash line. I really love the shade of this purple. It's inky, it's plummy, but it's not black. Not too much fallout with this one, and it's the type of fallout that's not sticking, so you could easily just flick it off, which is nice. Next up, I'm gonna take a really small brush, if I can find one. This is Sigma E36 blending brush, very small, like super duper tiny, fluffy, almost flimsy, but I need this for the effect that I'm going for. I'm gonna pick up this dusty lilac lavender shade and I'm gonna basically start adding that. Wow, that is so gorgeous. I'm gonna start adding that to that secondary line and kind of bringing it in right along the line of my eye socket. So this creates a really beautiful blend. I'm also gonna tame down that corner just a little bit. And by taming it, I mean I'm gonna basically add a little bit more of that lilac and erase that harsh edge. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. So basically what I'm doing is I'm gently sweeping this color along this dark line and then bringing it in along the natural line of my eye socket. And because this brush is so tiny but fluffy, this is the perfect brush for the job. So basically I'm just blending, just adding that color, I'm sweeping it outwards, kind of like that. I'm gonna leave it as is for now. I will fix all the mistakes. I know the look that I'm going for. And let me tell you, I could probably do it much better off camera if I'm not talking and if I'm not holding a mirror, if I'm just like strictly concentrating using both of my hands. But for some reason on camera, I always run into, maybe I don't run into anything. Maybe being on camera just stresses me out and it adds that like layer of pressure for it to come out good. But anyway, I like this eye so much better than this one, but I will fix it. What should I do next? Well, I definitely want to use this multi-chrome pigment. So what I'm gonna do is grab this flat brush. This is Dominique Cosmetics, the Packer brush, and pick up some of this color. It's not really picking up with the brush. No, it actually is picking up something, but just not as much as I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my finger, and I guess I'll perfect the shape with the brush. With my finger, it becomes a lot easier to really pack on that color. Wahoo, 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 wahoo. All right, so now I'm basically just adding that right on top of that dark base that I created, which is why I wasn't really caring if it was too thick. I wasn't really caring if it was too dark. And then with the Dominique brush, I'm going to come very close to the edge just to perfect that shape. This isn't a cut crease. This is more of like a softened cut, like a diffused feather type of cut, if that makes sense. And I'm not going all the way in. I'm just concentrating most of the color from here onwards. Not too much fallout there, although some, which is to be expected. And because these are shimmery pigments, it can be a little sticky, but it's definitely not a lot, so I'm not too mad. Okay, I'm liking the way that's looking so far. Let's attempt that on the other eye. Going in with my finger. Wow, gliding that across. Super satisfying. I'm loving the way that it's laying down. I mean, it's really doing the most for me. Going in with that packer brush, tapping that up all the way until that crease, keeping it diffused, not too straight, just like that. Again, flicking off that fallout. Ooh! And then I'm gonna go back with my little Wayne Goss brush that still has some of that purple on it, and I'm going to basically just darken that edge and also just smooth it out a pinch. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of purple, add it back on. Something like this. Yeah, the technique that I'm going for with all the layering is basically getting a gradient effect, a soft, smoky type of liner effect, but with chrome shadows. I feel like this could be kind of tricky to achieve if you don't layer the pencil down and if you just go with a regular matte eyeshadow. This way you're playing with a lot of different textures and a lot of different densities, and so it ends up giving you almost like a wet lid effect. And as we know, NATASHA DENONA eyeshadows, also Pat McGrath eyeshadows, are very artistry driven. So I'm just trying to use them to their maximum capacity. Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed with the way that my concealer, or I don't even know what this is. Something is creasing over here. Okay, I fixed it. That was easy. Next, I'm gonna take a Mario E5 brush, very small but kind of fluffy, and I am going to erase some of this excess on this eye and also just kind of blur that into my brow bone, kind of like that. This side is looking good. And then for the inner portion of the lid, I'm gonna pick up this pinky golden eyeshadow. It's almost like a coral sort of color. I'm gonna add that to my inner corner and basically just overlap and add a little bit more dimension to my eye. Gorgeous. Well, that is really, really pretty. Almost looks like a black rose petal. I'm gonna add just a bit of that color here for a little sharpness, but not too much because I don't want to take away from the other colors. But so far so good. I'm gonna go back to that Mario brush and just clean up my lower lash line. It was just looking a little dirty, a bit incomplete. And now it's looking better. Laura Lee Los Angeles brush. This one is L17. Gonna dip into the highlighter shade and add the final touches for this eyeshadow. Inner corner, sweep it up. Brow bone, sweep down, sweep out. I'm trying to get another brow shape. Let me know how you're liking it. A little bit more angled this time, a little more arched. This step always fixes all your eyeshadow mistakes. If you don't like your blend, just use a highlighter on top. And then if you've gone too far, then just go back with that soft brush and bring it back. I'm gonna add just a pinch more of this peachy, pinky, golden shade onto my lower lash line. Just a smidge, not too much. I'm not really loving a super heavily smoked out lower lash line as of late. I don't know what it is, but I've been reaching for far less product for my lower lash line than I did before. I guess a smoked out lash line always feels very, very dramatic, and we haven't really had a reason to be dramatic lately, so that's that. I'm gonna use this Permagel Ultra Glide eye pencil in Extreme Black from Pat McGrath and line my waterline. She literally just said she doesn't want drama, and then she goes and takes a black liner and lines her waterline. But it does look cuter though. Okay, I'll come back to the eyes for the final touches in a moment. First, I wanna clean up my hands real quick, and I wanna apply this blush, and I wanna test out this lippy. First of all, can we talk about this packaging? How cute. Not the first time that NATASHA does this. We've seen this packaging before, but it works, especially for Valentine's Day. It's just so cute. It's so clever. I love it, and this blush is gorgeous. So what I'm gonna do is pick up some of this blush with my finger. Ooh, feels so velvety and so luxe. And remember, I'm wearing powder foundation, and this applies beautifully because it's a cream to powder formula, so it completely just melts in with your makeup. It doesn't disrupt anything underneath, no matter how many times I tap it or touch it. This is a very, very workable formula, super easy to apply, and just the most gorgeous color ever. Like truly, this is probably my new favorite blush. And there's still so much left on my finger. I truly am so impressed with this blush. To be honest, I'm so impressed that even if I don't love this highlighter, I'm still gonna keep this entire component and I will use it just for the blush. That's how good it is. And the color is just like such a flattering shade of strawberry. I can't imagine it not looking good on just about everyone. All right, and now for the highlight. I'm gonna reach for my Fenty Beauty highlighter brush and pick some up. That picked up a lot of product. I was not expecting that. Okay, I'm a little afraid now, but that was gorgeous. Ooh! One light sweep gives you really gorgeous application. Ooh, ooh, wow. All right, so now for the lips. We have a new I Need a Nude lipstick, cute packaging, pink for Valentine's Day. The color is called Amorosa. Sounds kind of similar to Omarosa, but it's not. This is the shade, kind of like a cooler nude. Ooh, feels very, very, very creamy, definitely on the cooler side. Has a little bit of a lavender undertone, even though it looks kind of brown. But let's try it. For my lip liner today, I'm gonna use NARS Vence Lip Liner, which is just like a classic nude. All right, and now for the moment of truth. Oh, you guys hate when I do this. When I twist the lipstick out all the way and then apply it. Ooh. Off the bat, really creamy formulation. Same as all the other I Need a Nude lipstick formulas. Color is a bit muted for my liking, but it is very safe. So I don't hate it. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my eye look. I'm gonna use this Schwing Liner from the BALM Cosmetics, which is like a long time fave of mine. I like the fact that it's a dip liquid liner, meaning that you dip the wand into it to pick it up. It's also very precise, non-smudgy, lasts all day. Definitely an all-time fave. What I'm gonna do for this look is extend my inner corner liner, just a pinch like that, and like that. Do the same thing on the other eye. Yeah, she's a little anti-Valentine's Day today. And then I'm gonna draw a really thin line of liner connected to that inner corner, like that. And draw an outer wing. What I really wanna do with the wing is clean up this bottom edge, like that. And before I go on, I need to remove a cat hair out of my inner corner. There it goes, there it goes. Why is that looking so ferocious right now? Ooh, she is definitely anti-Valentine's. All right, let me quickly do the same thing on the other side. Ooh, and she is here. All right, I'm gonna smudge out that lower lash line once more, but again, not making it like a super smoky lower lash line, just kind of keeping it on the outer corners. I'm ready for lashes. I'm gonna curl the tops slightly, just like once, because I am gonna add falsies. I'm gonna curl my bottom lashes like that. MIZON Collagen Fix Mascara. I'm gonna use these Love Lashes falsies in the style Lashy. You know, cut them to size, curl them, do my thing. And then I'm gonna glue these babies on for that final look. Crimping the falsie with my real lashes. So everything is nice and seamless. And here she is, up close and personal with the final mini love collection look. I feel like I was able to do the most with this mini love story collection from NATASHA DENONA. I really wanted to utilize all the different textures in the eyeshadow palette to create an artistic look, something that I haven't really done in a while. This is definitely much more dramatic than some of my recent looks, but I had a lot of fun with it, and the reason why I had fun is because this palette is really, really, really great quality. Just like all of NATASHA DENONA's palettes, this one is no different. The quality is there, the pigmentation is there, the consistency is there. I love the fact that the colors are all very unique, specific to NATASHA DENONA and her branding, and I love them upon application. I love this multi-chrome shade, as well as these two satiny, sort of metallic shades. The matte shades were gorgeous to work with. I even think that this $25 palette could be used for every day because this muted lilac or dusty lavender is a very, very versatile shade. It's something that you can use for every day just to add a little bit of color or a little bit of dimension to your eye. Similar with this highlighter eyeshadow. It's one of those colors that you can definitely reach for every day, pop it onto the center of your lid, and boom, you have a look. Same with this one. It could also be used as a wash of color across your lid. Basically, this is a tiny little palette, but it's very versatile, especially for $25. It's a keeper. And if you are into this color story, if you're into the pinks and the shimmery shades, definitely this is worth the purchase. You already know my thoughts on the Love Cheek Duo palette. This is gorgeous. I love this blush. Even if I didn't love this highlighter, I would keep this palette just for the blush. It's just such a great formulation that works flawlessly over your powder foundation, over your powder, over your liquid foundation, underneath foundation. It's just very flexible, it's easy to use, and it's a little pricey for this duo, but I also think it's worth it. The packaging is just so special. It's fun, it makes you feel girly, it gives you that good vibe, you know? So I'm here for those two products. The lipstick, I will say, is really good as well if you are into this color. I personally think it's a little too muted. I totally understand why this shade was chosen because the colors in the eyeshadow palette are definitely a little bit punchier, but this isn't something that I would reach for often. Although I love nudes, I don't know if this is a flattering nude for me. That, I guess, is a preferential thing. But again, a great quality lipstick for $25. I think this whole entire collection deserves an A, you guys. I mean, it's just a great collection. Very, very, very well thought out, very thorough, very consistent, very on brand, and I loved it. So that is my story. That is my verdict. I am sticking to it. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you want to see reviewed next or what else you want to see on my channel. I am zooming on out. Check out these two videos, one that you may like and another one that is my most recent video. In case you haven't watched it, click it. I love you guys. Mwah.